Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me in today's video. So today I'm gonna be sitting down to just beat my face. Okay, just beat my face. And I kind of want to do like a smoked out liner sort of vibe and freckles and like a bold lip because we are going into autumn. So you know, the purplies and like the warm browns and all of that stuff is currently in right now. So yeah, without any further ado, let's get into this video. Okay, so I pulled out some oldies but goodies in my collection, so we're gonna be, you know, kind of like rediscovering them today and playing around with them. So first things first, for priming the face, I'm gonna be using my Nivea Men Aftershave Balm. If you have been watching YouTube tutorials for a while, you know that Nikki Tutorials used to use this as like a makeup primer a couple of years ago. And honestly, it smells so good, so that's probably the only reason why I'm actually using it today. And it's night. I brought back my backdrop because we needed to bring back some light into this night. And I mean, with this 50mm lens, it definitely is giving me that look that I was aiming for in the first place, back when I bought these backdrops. So who knows, we might be bringing the backdrops back for a while, who knows. Okay, so for today I'm going to be taking a break from the soap brow, and I'm going to go in with my Benefit Brow Styler to fill in my brows. Definitely my two favorite techniques right now, because this technique actually gives me that like micro I can't speak, micro bladed brow sort of look. So I'm just going in with this wax pencil, filling the brow in. Okay, so now that the brows are filled in, I'm gonna go in with the powder side. By the way, this is in the shade number 5, and I'm just gonna add a little bit of definition to the outer portion of my brows and also just fill in where I have some sparseness. Okay, so now that we have filled in the brow, I'm going to go in with a concealer, and I'm going to be using my Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. This is in the shade C8, which is quite a light shade, and I'm just going to be carving out under my brow. Just apply some product under my brow, and then go in with a defining brush and just carve out the underneath of the brow. Okay, so I also just went ahead and primed my lid with the same concealer, and then I'm gonna go in with my Post-it sticky notes, and I'm actually gonna cut this in half because it's quite a big sticky note, and you can use 1/2 on either side of the eye. Okay, so just gonna cut this in half, and then whichever side is straight is going to go on the outer corner of the eye. So the way you want to position this is from the lower lash line to the corner of the brow, just like that. I kind of go a little lower than like my lower lash line, if that makes any sense. You'll kind of get a feel for it because you'll know like if you go too close to your lash line, it's kind of a bit uncomfortable. Okay, it kind of looks a little crazy, and it's really not that uncomfortable at all. So next we're gonna go in with eyeshadow, and I'm gonna go in with my Flawless 4 eyeshadow palette from Makeup Revolution. And the first shade I'm gonna go in with is this brown color right here called Cerise. This one right here. I don't really think the names matter, but you know, I'll just mention it just in case. And I'm just going to add this into my crease as a transition shade. This is like a baby puke brown as opposed to a warm brown. So it has like a brown with almost like a yellowy undertone, if that makes sense. Literally looks like baby puke or baby poop, whichever one best describes it for you. Okay, so once that is done, I'm gonna go in with a cooler tone brown, which is this one right here. This one is called Garnet, and I'm just gonna apply that lower down than that first shade. Just kind of create some depth and dimension. Now this technique with the tape is actually really nice for those of you who are beginners and you're finding that you're blending like really far down, because that can tend to happen when you first get into the blending process. Like you forget you have to stop at the outer corner of the eye. Then I am going to go in with a matte shade on the lid, and I don't really want this to be like a matte white. I want this to be like an off-white, so I'm going to mix these two shades right here. This one's like a matte white, this one's like a matte cream color, and just mix them two together. I guess you could also use this one, but this one is a bit too pink, so I'm just going to mix these two together. They are in the shades Statement and Dahlia. Statement is the white one, Dahlia is the warm beige. So I'm just going to apply this onto my lid. We don't really want it to be like a half cut crease or anything. We just want to have like a base on the lids for the smoked liner to just really stand out. Next we're going to go in to the Bionic Babe Wing It Waterproof Eyeliner. This is in the shade Black, and I am going to line my lids. Now this step does not have to be perfect at all, and then I'm going to just draw a wing. Now the nice thing about drawing a wing when you have this nifty little tape here is that you don't have to worry about how that end is going to look, because it's going to turn out perfect and sharp. I'm going to go in with this pencil top brush, and I'm going to be taking this black shade right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up the black shade and just sort of almost like set that liner, but also smoke it out at the same time. Now you can use a liquid liner, but I would say that, a pencil liner, but I would say it can sometimes tend to be a little messy and it doesn't look like really nice and black at the end, whereas liquid liners kind of hold the color, which is really nice. So I'm gonna go in across this liner and just pick up black eyeshadow and start blending back and forth. So at this point you can leave it like this, but we really want to create a little more of a fade. So I'm going to go in with a dark brown, which is this one right here. So the black is called Blend and the dark brown is called Burn It. Picking it up on the same pencil brush and just blending right on top of where that black meets into the eyeshadow that we laid down, just right over top. So at this point I think I'm happy with this blend, so I'm gonna pull off this tape, kind of just assess what it looks like. Ooh, it looks really good. It looks beautiful and stunning. I mean, we can go in with a little bit more brown just to create a better fade, but for the most part this is looking beautiful. Okay, so now that the eyes are done, I know it looks a little weird right now. Even for me, I'm like, looks weird. But that's because we don't have any other makeup on. So next I'm going to go in with mascara. This is the Essence Lash Princess Mascara. And I'm just going to be coating my top lashes. So now that we have mascara on my top lashes, we're going to go back onto the face. And for primer, now this is something that's more shine controlling and pore minimizing. This is the Note Cosmetics Skin Perfecting Primer. And I'm just going to apply this in the center of my face. So right here in my T-zone. So next for foundation, I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Foundation in the shade 60 Caramel. The coverage of this foundation is just insane, you guys, insane. Also, I have a guy right here. Anybody else breaking down in lockdown? Anybody else, or is it just me? Because wow, it's not okay. Next, I'm going to go in with the two concealers that I've been using on my face, which is the Essence Camouflage Concealer. This is in the shade Golden Toffee, as well as the Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer in the shade C8. So I'm just going to apply this under my eyes. Don't worry about using the applicator to go close under the wing. I'm going to show you guys just now what I'm going to do. I'm just going to highlight the center of my face as per usual. And then also going to go in and mix a little bit of this C8 concealer in, because I like a little bit more of a bright under eye. Just my preference though, not everybody likes a highlighted under eye. And then I'm going to go in with a definer brush and just pick up some of that concealer and just like use it to hug below that wing. Now if you don't like a harsh line, then you can always go in and blend it out, but I actually like that harshness. I like that sharpness. Then I'm gonna go in with a beauty blender and just blend everything out. Okay, so next we're gonna go in with setting powder, and I'm gonna be using my holy grail Revolution Luxury Banana Powder. I just decanted it into this container to make it easier for me to use, and I'm just going to go in and just set my under eyes as well as the center of my face. Okay, so for now we're gonna go back on to the lower lash line of the eyes and just finish it up. And I'm gonna be taking those same shades that I used in the crease initially, which is that cerise and garnet shade, and just dusting this along my lower lash line. And then to finish off the eyes, I'm going to just add some mascara to my lower lashes. Next we're gonna go in with bronzer to just bring back some dimension back into the face, and I'm gonna be using my Maybelline Fit Me pressed powder. This is in the shade 340 Cappuccino. So this is actually a face powder in slightly a warmer, darker shade, and I'm going to be using this to just bronze my face. Then I'm going to go in with blush, and for blush I'm going to be taking this Revlon HD powder blush in the shade Hot Cheeks, and just going to add a little bit onto the apples of my cheeks. And we're gonna go in with a highlighter, and for highlight I'm gonna be using the Wet n Wild Precious Petals highlighter. And the first thing I'm gonna be doing with this is just highlighting my inner tear ducts. We have a very matte look on the eye, so we want to bring back some good highlight into that inner corner. And then we're going to go in and highlight the tops of the cheekbones. cheekbone. Tap off the nose. Bridge of the nose. Cupid's bow. Sides of the temples. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in with setting spray. This is the Revolution Spot Fix setting spray. Okay, now obviously you guys can leave the look like this with no lashes on, so you kind of can see that faded effect or smudged liner effect better. But I'm gonna go in with a subtle lash, and I'm gonna be using one of these ones from the Hebe Beauty Summer Collection. Almost forgot the name of these. And I think I might go in with this style Grape. Like, it's already looking stunning. Okay, so the lashes are on, and you guys can see it definitely does make a difference no matter how subtle the lash may be. So next we're going to go on to lips, and I'm going to be using the Essence Soft Contouring Lip Liner in Miss You Much, I believe. And this is a purple lip liner. And I'm just gonna line my lips. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in with this NYX Lingerie Push Up lip crayon, I think it's called. Long lasting lipstick, yeah. And this is in the shade Embellishment. And this is such a beautiful autumnal shade. Just gonna apply that on the center of my lips. Blending it in with the purple liner. I also really like this because it has like a minty sort of feeling on the lips. So this step is totally optional, but I feel like Freckles. I haven't worn Freckles in a while. So I'm gonna go in with my Julienne brow cushion in the shade Dark Brown. And this actually has two different shades. So it has like a darker brown and a lighter brown. And I'm gonna be using my Switch Beauty, like, it's almost like a precision sort of brush, and just dipping it in here and making a whole bunch of freckles. I'm gonna go in with a lighter brown first, and then with the darker brown. You guys, I love freckles. I love it. I love it so much. I think I'm happy with my freckles. Okay everyone, so that is it for this video. I really hope you guys have enjoyed something a bit more on the simpler side of makeup. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to stay all day every day with or without makeup, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye bye.